1 minute.
Some of these divisional finals. Right now, it's going to be Detroit Action and the West Coast Sharks. West Coast Sharks on your right in the black. And it looks like here comes Detroit Action running through. And it looks like the referee is going to be checking out Detroit Action. This is Division 5 we're watching right now. So in the snake, Detroit Action, much better field position for them, Todd, as it looks like they control the snake. No one over here for West Coast Sharks. Again, West Coast Sharks on your right-hand side, Detroit Action on your left in D5.
Oh, Detroit Action coming out of the big Dorito on the Dorito side. Looks like he's going to get shot. Referee pulls him out. Detroit Action. We got Detroit Action still here in the snake. Two bodies, one looking across towards the Dorito side. He's got help behind him in the snake side can. Sharks lose another body out of Dorito 1. So they got one body over here on the snake side playing heads up. Detroit Action with the push up into the Dorito 2. Right in front of the VIP section where I just ran from.
So right now, Detroit Action, better field position over here. There goes another body coming off of the West Coast Sharks.
And that's going to do it. That's the last player alive. As Detroit Action going to sweep the field. No bodies left getting that first point.
And they're going to jog in, get checked out by the ref. See if the point's good.
And looks like it is. Coming up next here, we got the Thundercats.
City. And a huge turnout at this event. This is one of the biggest paintball tournaments that we've ever had, to be honest. I mean, it's a huge turnout. I don't know exactly how many teams we ended up with, but you can see, all these divisions getting out here. So it looks like now we're going to have the West Coast Sharks come out. So we're playing a quad set, actually. We ever played a quad set before? We had the mechanical division, but they played their own.
Yeah.
So I think this is the first quad set that we've ever played.
Double stack deck? Double split deck?
No, it's the quadruple stacked deck.
Quadruple stack. Let's do it. Detroit Action. We've seen them on this field a few times now over the past couple years. See what they're going to bring. They make it out wide. 3 guns heavy to the Dorito side. They lose one body on the snake side. Up in the center. Detroit Action player thinking about coming around. Going to pop the windows. Sharks player at the wall. He's going to go back and forth now. We've also seen the Sharks in the finals.
Yeah, we have.
They're coached by Rich Telford.
That's a good coach to have. Our oftentimes co-host up here on the webcast. And right now, both teams with the body up in that center 50 West Coast Sharks are down a point. And now both players looking like they're going to come around and trying to shoot through the same window. Now, normally when that happens, you hear that gun, you come around and trade out. We'll see who's going to be the first to attack there. Better field position for the Sharks. They have a player in D1 at stand-up, but first to attack is going to be Detroit Action. They'll have a 1-point lead right now, and he's untouched, still going. No one's picked him up, and now finally he's going to get taken out. We'll see if somebody from Detroit Action can play off of that, and they do make moves on that D side. Able to get to D1 in the stand-up temple.
So that's going to help get that body back they lost on the break over here on the snake side. And then Detroit Action making a bump out to the snake corner, but they lose a body out of Dorito 1, quickly filled, and they lose their snake side as well. So not able to capitalize on that move, losing 2 bodies. It was a 3-on-2. Now it's a 2-on-1 situation in favor of the Sharks. Sharks are at the Dorito Tower in the snake can. And just one Detroit Action player going to have to come up big for his team here in Division 5.
Well,
I believe.
Yeah, this is D5 5-man right now. And looks like trying to swap their gun. Last 2 players left alive. Player over here on the snake side swaps his gun, gets it back up and running for the West Coast Sharks. Still a body in that stand-up temple as well for them. Is it even on the body count right now, Todd?
It's no, that was the last body.
Oh, okay.
That is it.
So, West Coast Sharks, looks like they're going to put a point on the board to tie this game up at 1. As soon as they figure out that there's no one left alive, player on the D side is going to clear the field.
Going to give each other a quick little check before hitting the buzzer.
Yeah, that's smart. Hit the buzzer now and get checked out by the ref. I think they had 2 players left alive at the end of that point. Point is good. So now we're going to see the Thundercats come back out, play against Coastal Virginia Afterburn. Tapered here on this pack, so small at the top, wider at the bottom, so it kind of like pushes the pods out when you pull them out. Carbon Paintball, check out their website, 50% off, 15%, that's 15 off store wide. Use the promo code NXLAC. So now, here we go in the... So I think, is that the mechanical? Is the mechanical division a race to 1? I think it is a race to 1. Yeah, so Enemy's going to take that one. That's a tough one, man. A race to 1. I mean, yeah, you get to be out here on center court, but that's tough, man. Talk about every point being a big one, right? So the Enemy wins the against Master Blasters for in the mechanical division. So now we're still here. This is the D5 5-man West Coast Sharks and Detroit Action.
Man, I wanted to see some more Master Blasters.
Too much.
I want to see some more mechanical.
Too much. I want to see more Addison Winstead.
He only does 1 show a night, Manny. Detroit Action on the break, going up to the wall, shooting Dorito side, then coming back to the snake. Both teams coming back to the snake side of the wall. West Coast Sharks player standing at Dorito 1. Looks like he almost looks like he's gotten shot about 3 times already. And the 4th time is the charm. He comes walking off out of that Dorito 1. Army crawl out of the snake corner by the West Coast Sharks. Up into snake 1. Nobody picked that up. And there we have the simultaneous trade out in the middle.
Yeah, so both those guys going to walk off. Looks like the Sharks lose another body also on that D side of the field. Now making moves on the snake side, so better field position up the field for the Sharks. 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go. It's a tie game. Detroit Action countering the move, going to snake 1. They have 2 players over here, and the Sharks only have 1. So the Sharks player is in better field position. And there another body dying out of his spot for the Sharks. They are starting to get whittled off here. Detroit Action.
Only 2 bodies left alive for the Sharks now. The back center fills out to the Dorito side. Detroit Action with the bodies needs to close smart. Sharks need to get an elimination to even this thing up. But down 2 bodies right now. Gonna need some kills pretty quick here. 3:21 on the clock. Detroit Action filling out of the back center. The guy over here for the West Coast Sharks, guns down.
I think he might have got clipped in there. Just saw some spray come off. But it looks like he's clean.
Yep.
Referee didn't get in there and check him out, but might have come off the bunker.
Detroit action player over here on the snake side just needs to go into the snake 2, then crawl him to the 50 and walk this guy off the field, and it'll be a 3-on-1. But Detroit action playing it slow. Sharks player crawls into snake 2, comes off the wire.
So
Can't forget about him.
Yeah, here
Can't
comes.
lose him.
Move to D2 for Detroit action.
Oh, luckily, the player from Detroit action on the Dorito side just happened to look this way at the right time and picked off that last Sharks, or that second to last Sharks player. And there goes the last Sharks player. He is hit on the outside as Detroit action is moving down the wire. 4 bodies. There's nobody left alive. And Detroit action's going to take this one. As soon as they figure out the count.
Yeah, they're just trying to be extra super duper sure that there are no bodies left alive before they go and hit that buzzer. And rightfully so, man. We're in the finals right now. These guys fought all weekend to get here. And he's going to get checked out by his own guys. Then he's going to hit the buzzer and get checked out by the refs. Eyes to the sky, look down, do the pirouette. Waiting for the thumbs up. Everyone's standing around, and there it is. And then fist to the sky. Now they get to celebrate. Congratulations to Detroit action as they take the D5 5-man here, race to 2. West Coast Sharks take, Detroit action taking the victory away from West Coast Sharks. Always love those tense moments right there. All of his live players are just sitting there waiting for the thumbs up from the referee. And as soon as they get it, now it's time to celebrate.